Okay, so we were on double decomposition or double displacement reaction. And as I told you, here there are two ionic compounds, two salt solutions or ionic compounds. They react with each other and they exchange their ions. So as you can see that the ion B has been replaced by ion D and ion D has been replaced by ion B. B and D has interchanged their places. Okay, so this kind of chemical reaction can occur only between two ionic compounds. Remember that. Two ionic compounds or salt solutions. Okay, so a chemical reaction in which two compounds in their aqueous solution react, in their aqueous solutions form or aqueous solutions react with each other by exchanging their radicals. Radical means ions. Okay, here they have called it radical. We know already, we have learned about radical in language of chemistry. This kind of reaction is called chemical double decomposition or chemical double displacement reaction. Double displacement. Before this, whichever reaction which we have studied was displacement reaction, in which only one ion was swapping its place. But here two ions are swapping its place. In this reaction, there is one more thing. Both the reactants must be in their aqueous solution forms. Both of the compounds must be in their aqueous solution form. It cannot happen that one compound is solid and the other is aqueous solution. Then double displacement will not happen. Both should be in their aqueous solution form. There are few types of this kind of double displacement reactions. First is precipitation reaction. When the aqueous solution of two compounds react by exchanging their radicals such that one of the product formed is insoluble salt and separates out from the solution in the form of precipitate. Precipitate always settles down. Okay, precipitate always settles down. The reaction is said to be precipitation reaction. तो होगा क्या, देखो इसमें मैं तुम्हें इजी वे में बताता हूँ. व्हाट डू यू मीन बाय प्रेसिपिटेशन रिएक्शन? We will have to start with, we will have two aqueous solutions. Let's say sodium chloride solution and silver nitrate solution. Both are aqueous, both are colorless. Remember, in precipitation reaction, both the reactants must be aqueous, must be colorless. Okay, so this is aqueous. Aqueous means soluble in water, dissolved in water, in fact, not soluble, dissolved in water. So both are aqueous, dissolved in water. Both the salts are dissolved in water. Both the salt solution are aqueous, and both are colorless. This is also colorless, and this is also colorless. As soon as you put them together, you will get a certain type of precipitate. Oh, now, what is precipitate? I already defined it earlier. Precipitate is an insoluble substance, mostly a salt, which separates out from the solution and settles down in the test tube. तो दोनों को मिक्स करते ही एक ऐसा सॉलिड सब्सटेंस फॉर्म होगा और तुरंत वो नीचे सेटल हो जाएगा और वो कलर्ड होगा. It can be white color, it can be yellow color, it can be red, blue, green, anything, but precipitate will be formed. Okay, and this remaining solution will be as it is, colorless, aqueous solution. Okay, so this, how did this happen? Now, if you look at the equation carefully, this is nothing but double displacement. I'll explain you how this is double displacement. See, chloride ion was initially with sodium and nitrate ion was initially with silver. But nitrate ion swapped its place with chloride ion and it came along with sodium, and chloride ion went along with silver. So sodium chloride plus silver nitrate gave us sodium nitrate plus silver chloride. In this, sometimes it happens, this is double decomposition or double displacement. In this, sometimes it happens that one of the salt formed is insoluble and it settles down in the form of precipitate. Okay, so I'll just briefly show you. I don't know whether I'm allowed to show this or not, like YouTube will block me. I'll check whether I can show you. Precipitation reaction. I'll mute the video because you can't play other video while you are, you know. Okay, I think this is fair. This is also fair. Yeah, this looks good to me. I'll mute the
If you
video.
want to achieve better
Okay, can you see the screen clearly?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so we have magnesium sulfate and sodium hydroxide. Both are aqueous solutions. Okay, both are colorless, both are aqueous solutions. Okay, jaldi karo. Okay, so he is mixing it. He or she, I don't know. And it is mixed. Do you see what happened? Do you see what happened? It became turbid. It became turbid and it became very hazy, milky. Now, if you allow to settle it for some time, ये पूरा जो white color का जो substance है ना, वो नीचे settle हो जाएगा. Alright, that was very short here. Oh, okay, this is cool. See this one. Lead iodide precipitating. This is in slow-mo. Do you see that? The drop which he put was also colorless. See, the drop falling is colorless. But as soon as it went inside, it became yellow. That yellow thing is lead iodide. And that will settle down. That is precipitate. One more drop. Did you see? This is precipitation reaction, and this is the example. This is a classic example of double decomposition or double displacement reaction. This is what we are learning basically. In this kind of equation, it is not visible, but when you see it, actually, it is very mesmerizing. Okay, so there are many precipitation reactions in which different colors and different types of precipitates are formed. Here they have given you the examples. Now, examples have to be memorized, and this is not only for class 8th but also for class 9th, class 10th and further. ठीक है, ये सारे चीज़ें, ये सारे एग्जाम्पल तुम्हें लर्न करना है. जितने भी एग्जाम्पल यहाँ पे दिख रहे हैं तुमको, all these examples have to be learned. Second one is sodium sulfate plus barium chloride gives sodium chloride plus barium sulfate. Third is sodium carbonate plus copper sulfate gives sodium sulfate plus copper carbonates precipitate. And the last one is, which we just saw, the yellow one. Potassium iodide, which is colorless, lead nitrate, which is colorless. When you mix them, you get potassium nitrate, which is liquid, and lead iodide as a precipitate, yellow colored. So this is a type of, you can say, double decomposition reaction. The second type of double decomposition reaction is neutralization reaction. So remember, what is neutralization? When an acid solution reacts with a base by exchanging their radicals such that a salt and water are the only products, then the reaction which is undergoing is known as neutralization reaction. So acid and a base reacts with salt and water. Acid and base reacts with each other to form salt and water only. Okay, here if you look at the reaction, you will understand why it is double decomposition. Suppose we have sodium hydroxide. Now this sodium hydroxide is a base. Remember that it is a base. There are three kinds of chemicals in chemistry, very famous chemicals. One is acid, the second is base, and their product, which is known as salt. So there is a chapter in chemistry which you will learn in class 10, acids, bases and salts. Okay, so we have sodium hydroxide, which is a base, reacts with sulfuric acid, which is definitely an acid. What happens in the reaction? This sodium ion will combine with this sulfate ion and they will form sodium sulfate, which is a salt. Okay, and this hydroxyl ion will combine with this hydrogen ion, hydronium or hydrogen ion, and they will form water. This is water. So we can say that acid and base react with each other to form salt and water only. Only word is very important. Okay, so this kind of reaction is known as neutralization reaction, which is a part of double decomposition reaction. There are more neutralization reactions, examples given over here. Zinc oxide plus nitric acid gives zinc nitrate plus water. Hydrochloric acid plus potassium hydroxide gives potassium chloride plus water. And these are all the types of double decomposition reaction. Do you remember the types of reaction which I discussed yesterday? I listed for you. So if you can relate with that, we have combination reaction, we have learned combination reaction, decomposition reaction, displacement reaction and double displacement reaction. Okay, then I briefly talked about redox reaction, which is not part of your syllabus right now, but we have two more types of reactions which are based on energy changes, so some reactions they always occur by the absorption or release of heat energy, or along with the absorption or release of heat energy. Whenever the heat energy is released, the reactions are known as exothermic reaction. Exothermic is a chemical reaction in which the reaction takes place when the heat energy is released. Okay, first example is magnesium plus oxygen gives magnesium oxide plus heat energy. So whenever magnesium reacts with oxygen, initially you have to heat it, but then itself it will produce heat energy. So heat will be released and this will be exothermic reaction. Then calcium oxide. You know, I told you about calcium oxide yesterday. This is quicklime or just lime. When lime reacts with water, lime is not your lemon, okay? और नींबू पानी का कोई इसमें रोल नहीं है, ठीक है? This is a chemical, okay? When lime reacts with water, it forms lime water, calcium hydroxide, plus a lot of heat energy is released. Okay, when you touch the test tube from outside, it will become hot. It would have become warm. So that means heat is released, and this is also exothermic reaction. Then the other type of reaction is endothermic reaction. Endothermic reaction is a reaction in which heat energy is absorbed. Heat is not released, but heat energy is absorbed from the surroundings. Either you have to give heat and the substance will take heat and then they will react. And they will not produce any heat. They will just take the heat. Or sometimes it happens that you don't have to heat it, but the substances which are reacting which are undergoing endothermic reaction, they take the heat, they absorb the heat from the surrounding itself. So suppose दो टेस्ट ट्यूब में दो केमिकल्स है तुमने मिक्स किया and maybe an endothermic reaction is taking place on its own. So you don't have to heat it in some cases, but the contents of the test tube, they will absorb the heat from the surroundings. That means if you touch the test tube from beneath, it would have become cold. It would have become cold. Why the test tube becomes cold? Why the temperature falls? Because it has taken all the heat from the ग्लास टेस्ट ट्यूब. ग्लास टेस्ट ट्यूब से जितनी भी हीट थी सब ले ली, तो वो ग्लास टेस्ट ट्यूब ठंडा हो गया. अब तुम ग्लास टेस्ट ट्यूब को टच करोगे, द ग्लास टेस्ट ट्यूब विल actually take the heat from your body, and that heat will also be given to the reactants to for the endothermic reaction to proceed. So it's a very interesting type of reaction. One example is when sodium bicarbonate is heated, it decomposes into sodium carbonate plus water plus carbon dioxide. Now here heat energy is given, okay, but no heat energy is released. For example, nitrogen plus oxygen, when they are heated together, they give nitric oxide. Heat energy is given, it is supplied, but it is not given out. Okay, so these are next two types of reaction, exothermic and endothermic. Briefly, they have given, not in detail. Okay, then this is another, you can say, it has no you can say implication directly to the chapter, that is type of reactions, but this is just a general knowledge which every one of you must have. ठीक है, तो इसको मैं briefly बताता हूँ मेरे तरीके से, then I will read the textbook. So what I want to tell you is कि you should know what is the meaning of the term oxide. Can anyone tell me what is an oxide? Oxide होता क्या है? What is an oxide? Oxide in simple terms is any element, कोई भी element जब ऑक्सीजन के साथ रिएक्ट करता है, any element plus oxygen, it forms the oxide of that element. कोई भी एलिमेंट जब ऑक्सीजन के साथ रिएक्ट करता है तो वो ऑक्साइड बनाता है. ठीक है. अच्छा, ये ऑक्साइड दो टाइप के होते हैं. दे आर ऑफ टू टाइप्स. एक है मेटालिक ऑक्साइड, एक है नॉन मेटालिक ऑक्साइड. तो ये क्या है, इनमें दोनों में डिफरेंस क्या है? ओके, सो मेटालिक ऑक्साइड में यू माइट हैव फिगर्ड टिल नाउ कि मेटल ऑक्सीजन के साथ रिएक्ट करता है. मेटल रिएक्ट्स विद ऑक्सीजन. ठीक है. जैसे सोडियम, सोडियम प्लस ऑक्सीजन गिव्स Na2O. बैलेंस कर देंगे इसको, आगे 4 आएगा इधर, सॉरी. ठीक है. सो यहां पे डू यू सी a metal has formed a compound with oxygen. This is a classic example of metallic oxide. ऐसे बहुत मेटालिक ऑक्साइड्स हैं, जितने मेटल्स है वो सारे ऑक्साइड बनाते हैं. कुछ एग्जांपल्स मैं दे रहा हूं और मैग्नीशियम ऑक्साइड, एल्यूमिनियम ऑक्साइड, आयरन ऑक्साइड, Fe और Fe2O3 भी होता है, जिंक ऑक्साइड, लेड ऑक्साइड. ठीक है, बहुत सारे टाइप्स के ऑक्साइड होते हैं. बट ये सारे मेटालिक ऑक्साइड्स हैं. फिर आते हैं नॉन मेटालिक ऑक्साइड. नॉन मेटालिक ऑक्साइड इज व्हेन नॉन मेटल reacts with oxygen. Suppose carbon reacts with oxygen and it forms CO2, carbon dioxide. So carbon dioxide, sulfur dioxide, nitric oxide, nitrogen dioxide, nitrous oxide, phosphorus pentoxide, या सो दीज आर ऑल द टाइप्स ऑफ ऑक्साइड. अरे वेलकम आदित्य, लेट आ गया आज. नो इश्यूज, आई एम रिकॉर्डिंग. ओके, सो ये सारे ऑक्साइड्स हैं. अब जस्ट हैव अ लुक ऑन व्हाट आई एम सेइंग. तो मैंने यहां पे बताया कि हमारे पास है metallic oxide which are metal plus oxygen, and we have non-metallic oxides which are non-metals plus oxygen. Do you see that? All the examples of non-metallic oxides. अब ये ऑक्साइड के बारे में हम क्यों पढ़ रहे हैं? इट्स वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग थिंग टू स्टडी. मैं तुम्हें बता दूं इसका क्या इम्प्लीकेशन है. ये जो मेटालिक ऑक्साइड्स होते हैं, दे आर मोस्टली बेसिक इन नेचर. मोस्टली बेसिक मतलब इनका जो नेचर है वो बेसिस जैसा होता है. बेस क्या होते हैं? बेस आर सम केमिकल्स विच हैव सर्टेन प्रॉपर्टीज विच आर ऑपोजिट टू एसिड्स. तो बेस आर बिटर इन टेस्ट, सोपी टू टच, दे टर्न रेड लिटमस ब्लू. ये उनके कुछ केमिकल प्रॉपर्टीज है. और बेसिस एंड एसिड्स दे रिएक्ट विद ईच अदर टू फॉर्म सॉल्ट एंड वाटर ओनली, जो अभी हमने पढ़ा. तो ये मेटालिक ऑक्साइड्स बेसिक होते हैं नेचर में. और ये जो नॉन मेटालिक ऑक्साइड्स है, दे आर एसिडिक इन नेचर. दे आर ऑलवेज एसिडिक. ऑलवेज, नो और नॉट ऑलवेज, आई एम सॉरी, दे आर मोस्टली एसिडिक. कुछ नॉन मेटालिक ऑक्साइड्स होते हैं न्यूट्रल भी होते हैं. सो दे आर मोस्टली एसिडिक. ठीक है, तो एक चीज तुमने क्या सीखी यहाँ पे मेटालिक और नॉन मेटालिक ऑक्साइड के टॉपिक से? ऑक्साइड मतलब कोई भी एलिमेंट जब ऑक्सीजन के साथ रिएक्ट करता है, ठीक है, वो दो टाइप के कंपाउंड बनाता है. मतलब वो ऑक्साइड बनाता है, और ये ऑक्साइड दो टाइप के होते हैं, मेटालिक और नॉन मेटालिक. मेटालिक ऑक्साइड मोस्टली बेसिक होते हैं, नॉन मेटालिक ऑक्साइड मोस्टली एसिडिक होते हैं. इतना समझ में आ गया तुम्हें? अच्छा. ये जो मेटालिक ऑक्साइड्स है, इनको अगर तुम वाटर के साथ मिक्स करोगे तो यू मे गेट एन अल्कलाइन और अ बेसिक सोल्यूशन. तुम्हें जो सोल्यूशन मिलेगा वो अल्कलाइन या बेसिक होगा. और अगर ये एसिडिक ऑक्साइड को तुम वाटर के साथ मिक्स करोगे तो तुम्हें जो सोल्यूशन मिलेगा वो होगा एसिडिक. एसिडिक सोल्यूशन मिलेगा तुम्हें. ठीक है, सो ये बात है. अब कुछ कुछ चीजें मैं तुम्हें कुछ अलग बताना चाहता हूं. ठीक है, एक तो मैंने एसिडिक और बेसिक ऑक्साइड्स की बात की जो मेटालिक और नॉन मेटालिक है. नॉन मेटालिक और मेटालिक. नाउ देयर इज अ थर्ड कैटेगरी which comes under metallic oxides, which is called amphoteric oxides. What are amphoteric oxides? Amphoteric oxides are some special metallic oxides which has got dual characteristics. That is, they show acidic as well as basic nature. Just imagine, ये कुछ स्पेशल मेटालिक ऑक्साइड्स होते हैं जिनके पास डुअल कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स होती है. मतलब वो एसिडिक एज वेल एज बेसिक दोनों कैरेक्टरिस्टिक एग्जिबिट करते हैं. वो एसिडिक भी होते हैं, बेसिक भी होते हैं. ठीक है, एग्जाम्पल क्या है? एग्जाम्पल है Al2O3, एल्यूमिनियम ऑक्साइड, एंड द नेक्स्ट एग्जाम्पल इज जिंक ऑक्साइड. ये दो मेनली, ये दोनों को हम लोग क्या बोलते हैं? एम्फोटेरिक ऑक्साइड. एम्फोटेरिक ऑक्साइड, एल्यूमिनियम ऑक्साइड एंड जिंक ऑक्साइड. तो इस करते क्या है ये दोनों? ये लोग एसिड के साथ रिएक्ट करके सॉल्ट और वाटर बना सकते हैं और बेस के साथ रिएक्ट करके भी सॉल्ट एंड वाटर बना सकते हैं। मतलब दे हैव डुअल कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स, डुअल नेचर। ठीक है, इसलिए उनको एम्फोटेरिक ऑक्साइड बोलते हैं। और लास्ट टाइप कैटेगरी जो है दैट इज बेसिक ऑक्साइड, सॉरी 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 बेसिक ऑक्साइड तो हो गया, न्यूट्रल ऑक्साइड। यू नो देयर आर मेनी न्यूट्रल ऑक्साइड्स। एक न्यूट्रल ऑक्साइड बहुत फेमस है और वी डील विथ इट एवरी डे, एंड दैट न्यूट्रल ऑक्साइड इज hydrogen monoxide, dihydrogen monoxide, that is water. It is neutral. This is also an oxide of a non-metal, hydrogen, but it is neutral in nature. It is neutral. It is neither acidic nor basic. ये बिल्कुल बीच में। ठीक है, तुम्हें एक टास्क दे रहा हूं। मेक a table of acidic, basic, amphoteric and neutral oxide, not from the textbook. You can take help from Google. I want to know something more from textbook, apart from textbook. ठीक है, सो इसका एक टेबल बनाओ, सारे लिस्ट करो। 4 हेडिंग हो गए, 4 कॉलम हो गए, एसिडिक ऑक्साइड, बेसिक ऑक्साइड, एम्फोटेरिक ऑक्साइड, न्यूट्रल ऑक्साइड। ठीक है, और यू कैन टेक हेल्प फ्रॉम इंटरनेट, नो प्रॉब्लम। देखते हैं कितने ऑक्साइड्स तुम ढूंढ पाते हो, कितने टाइप के। ओके, तो यहां पे चैप्टर खत्म हो जाता है। दिस इज द एंड ऑफ द चैप्टर, जिसमें यू हैव ऑब्जेक्टिव टाइप क्वेश्चंस, दिस दैट। ये मैं तुम्हें ग्रुप में भेज देता हूँ, सो यू कैन फिनिश दिस एक्सरसाइज। लेट मी जस्ट स्टॉप द रिकॉर्डिंग फर्स्ट।